All right, we're on the Rift here for game one of day 2 of week 2 of Spring Split. Not a mouthful at all. Dagda, I want you to give me a little bit of expectation setting here. Do I look at 113? Do I look at this Lee Sin and go,
he will just become that mega tank, so scale to later from Shio.
well, going to be able to trade. This is a 3v2 for now, but look at the rest of the members of Astralis. Shio's down to 100 hit points, flashes over the wall. Not going to be chased just yet. The rest of Astralis stepping forward. Leader's got that passive charge, flash forward, knock up the snake. Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike, first place secured for Leaders, Annie.
I would like to feel sorry for Duke, but the second he flashed that Fnatic logo, that's when he died. I was like, you know what? You deserve that.
I think for a team like BD and S, I want to see what rank we give their mid game. As the engagers come out here onto LeBron, remember flashless from that roam to the middle lane. And that was just easily set up. Younghoon knowing the summoner spell was down and punishing him for being too far forward.
And this is what we're talking about for 113.
Is happening, no flash on leader. Tibbers is available to him, a 3-man setup, and Jonghoon will be just a moment or two away. Dredgeline pulls him backwards, the passive boop, the flail forward, the Zenith blade deep onto Nuke, but now all of a sudden Younghoon's in trouble. He committed that flash just a little earlier. There's not enough damage to follow it up, and that's the first kill for BDS.
Nice job by BDS coming in on both sides with the reset coming in from Labrov.
CS leads, however minor, in the top and the middle lane for now, is what's keeping BDS just a little bit close in the gold. And I applaud this, 6.5 minutes in. Cloud Drake will likely be secured uncontested here. So Astralis, they get the first kill of the game. They pick up a second with the great gank there from 113 in the bottom lane. They pick up the first neutral in the Dragon. And for a team like Astralis that wants to have that go forward, that in-your-face style, they're already off to a pretty good start.
The big one, though, is making sure that they're not giving over more of these kills, because it's kind of the upside and the downside of Annie in this position is
Herald just spawning up. Multiple members of Astralis, they're looking for an opportunity, and Adam is going to use that Q forward. Goes down the world, Ender pulled backwards by Finn's Unstoppable Onslaught. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, the chains backwards! And Astralis find their third kill. From Sion, from Lee Sin, from Aatrox. And ultimately, it's the kill for Astralis. Copy's gone all the way forward. He's flashed for this. Crown has used the cleanse, used the flash below 100. One more shot's needed, and Copy picks up the solo kill on Zeri.
Man, Copy's making such a name for himself this year. He has been so good. Him and Jonghoon getting the 2v2 kills. Now he gets the 1v1 kill. And BDS, though, will respond. Moving up towards this top side. They already had the faster reset, so they are on towards this Rift Tower. But now, Jonghoon's starting to move into the spot side. He's starting to get some vision. And
there's a lot of threats. He needs to deal with the Lee, the Leona, the Sion to get to that back line. And right now, Astralis, they're not done yet. Dragon's Rage is used by 113 defensively. Get rid of that threat. 3 versus 4. Tibbers is available. Flash forward, drop down. And the bear slap to the face sends Crowny packing. Chio is now backed up by LeBron. 4 members running for their lives. But Astralis, they've got the kill. They've got the minion wave, conga lining its way forward. And all of this has allowed Nuke a little bit of uncontested time in that middle lane. Shio, Prison is on cooldown. Dredgeline connects, and I think Copy's in a lot of trouble here. We'll be able to hop over. Does Shio just linger the whole time though, Dagda?
oh, TP coming in. They want to turn this. Jonghoon doesn't have the ult, though, and it's a bit of a trek.
Oh, here comes the charge. Sion going all the way forward. Crowny is flashless. The Zenith Blade connects as well, and he's dropped. And once again, the third time, the Ignite burning, and LeBron goes down too. Astralis are popping off. Plates were picked up by BDS, means they're in touching distance of gold. Nuke, that's not the petrifying gaze you were looking for. He's knocked into the wall. Here comes Shio. The Prison buys some time. The Solar Flare won't work it out though. 113 with the backup of Younghoon and Finn get themselves the kill. And I mean, Dagda, you said play around Nuke. Astralis said, let's kill him. As Adam picks a fight that maybe he doesn't want to. 1 versus, I'm going to say 2 with Tibbers.
Oh, you did this yesterday as well.
I know I did.
The Sion, the dead Sion counts as...
It counts.
Well, might need a bit more here.
Let's find out. World Ender is dropped. Leader waiting for those cooldowns, running a little bit low on mana. Umbral Chains goes up. The third Q not going to connect just yet. Stopwatch has been dropped. No support from either, and Adam picks up the solo onto Leader. So that is actually pretty pivotal. Will slow down any of the vision progression. Is when you knock down that mid tower, you can step into the jungle a little bit more safe, a little bit more easily. Blast Cone's been used. Dragon has just spawned. No skill shots landing yet. Adam looking for that flank. Adam wants to find Copy. Adam wants to stop Copy from using that burst fire. Prevent him from using the gold advantage.
Keep your eyes on Leader, though. He hasn't been spotted. This is the problem with BDS coming in blind. He's been hiding around the corner, and they have no idea. Just now spotted by Labrov.
Oh, my word. Leader wants to drop the teddy. Wants to drop the fire. wants to push forward. That's Younghoon manages to find the Zenith. Oh, comes out. Astralis have found the engage. They found the kill onto Shio before he can throw the prison, but it's at the cost of Younghoon's life. And with Nuke dropping as well, Astralis have the advantage. Kobe remains untouched, trying to take down Adam. Adam is trying to kill 113. So far to fight on multiple fronts, but Kobe remains untouched for now.
No
Adam
way.
gets the heal, forces the flash, but there's too many members alive. Dashing away to safety, and Kobe wants to clean it all up. Steps just on top of the Flame Chompers, and the fight goes to Astralis.
They were some very warm regards from Adam, but just about Kobe's able to keep himself alive, and Astralis will get the dragon.
You told me top laners did not matter.
Who won the fight? Who won the fight? Who won the fight? All right? Who won the fight?
Man, the weight was too heavy to bear. No ways this happens here. Finn will copy inside the pit. Crowny, Omega Death Rocket available. Is trying to find that zap angle. No way. No way. Not going to happen. His body blocked there, and Soul is secured. That allowed them to be, I think it was a 4-for-3 in the end. We come straight out of that into another fight in the river. Younghoon throws out the solar flare. All of a sudden here comes Finn. Unstoppable onslaught forward. Crowley's trying to use the hurricane as well as those rockets, but it's left Rock dropped inside the jungle. Nuke has arrived in a 5 versus 4. They've got to be so careful. They've got no Glacial Prison available to them. 113 have got control. They've got the soul. That lead again.
And fight front to back, they should be relatively fine with Leader, at least trying to find the flank, which he has now.
No flashes for Nuke, for Crowny. Shio or Adam, they've got to push into the pit. Leader, no flash either. TP and heal right now for his spell book. Baron's down to 4,000. All 5 members of BDS stepping forward. Flame Choppers have been used. Super Mega Death Gothic. Rocket is available. Copy's going to hop over the wall, turn to Adam and drop him where he stands. Jonghoon will be the first target for Crowny, who gets excited. Both ADs on the board. Baron's down to 3,000.
Wait a sec, wait a sec.
BDS will be able to pick it up. It's Crowny that secures it. The Mega Death Rocket not going to be able to pick up the kill. And just like that, BDS steal the Baron. Elder Dragon's down to 10,000. 5 members just standing toe-to-toe. Dredgeline catches on the side. Unstoppable onslaughts out. The old shots fired too. All of a sudden, it's a melee inside the river. 113's running for his life, but BDS are dropped so incredibly low. Elder has reset, and nobody's dropped yet.
Kobe's so low, though.
Oh, look at the damage. Rockets firing out from Crowny. His mana bot's so important. Conceding the Elder Drake. Astralis flipped it at Baron. Astralis lost it in the Elder Pit. There's no ways they just picked this one up completely uncontested. It seems to be the case. 113
looks like he's still hovering around, wants to see if he can make the hero play. Doesn't know, though. I don't think he yet. There's one ward in there. Can he try and get it? No, he's going to back away. BDS, they are managing to claw this game back.
What is this game? Okay, so Baron is timed out. With the Elder and with Crowny now likely able to pick up that 3rd item in just a moment, is this buff going to be enough for them to set up a final fight? That's the question. Just buying a lot of time on this one, trying to stagger it. I have that Elder available for the potential Baron fight.
Immediately turn towards
it. Has been started. Hex Flash available for Younghoon. Solar Flare as well. No flash for Leader, so that means the flash tip is not there. Blast Cone has been popped. Baron is going very low. Cassio as well as Jinx will burn this. His Bow Power is not used just yet. Waiting for it, looking for the steal. Sonic Wave connects onto Shio. 3,000 hit points. Are we going to flip this back the other way? Decimating Smash catches onto Shio. It's secured by BDS, and 113's already taken down. 4 members of Astralis running for their lives. Leader may need to use that Tibbers to keep himself up. Shio trying to look for that flank opportunity. The bear is inside the jungle. The teleport is being caught. And here comes Shio with Kobe caught. Glenn's available to him. Flash up as well. Leader's still trying to throw the spells down, but it simply doesn't matter. Nuke and Crowny spitting out the DBS. And it's BDS acing Astralis.
They bring out the S+ team fights, and BDS with the triple kill for Crowny. Finding that success in the late game, they will take this control.
On a scale of B, D, or S, it is S all the way. BDS take down Astralis and go 4-1 in spring. What a wild ride.
That was an...
My joke was so bad for the ball delivery system, I literally stun-locked my brain. I didn't have anything after that, and then just ran out of things to say.
Job from Kaisi to manage to just get away from that. Now Video in trouble, though.
All right, fight. Safeguard forward, Flash, Tempest, Cripple, Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike available. Lee Syndrome goes forward, but it was on to Xerxes. Niski's not backwards, and it's Excel with an excellent first blood. Cassio hops over the wall, though, and Alyoya not gonna land. That's Sonic Wave. Excel get the first kill.
Wait, JC found Odo.
Oh, the stun! One more Otto! Force tosses the flash away, and Odo escapes with his life, but under so much pressure.
At least we're getting to see XL.
Advantage as far as the gold is concerned. And Dragon is infernal to start off as Xerxes fancies himself the shot. Flash over the wall, got a little too far. The rest of XL trying to close the gap, but that flash was fantastic. Hylissang used himself as bait, level 6. Shockwave was already used. Vito trying to run for his life. The Tempest, the Cripple, the Sonic Wave. And now Yoya's not going to follow it up because Limit is there. He's got those infusions, got the Starkle, the ability to heal in silence. So that mechanic has been demonstrated this game. I think obviously a little surprised by the multiple members of Mad Lions under the tower. That kill was secured by Niski, and will also lead to the Dragon. So this is one of those win conditions, Dag, that you talked about. However, by grouping up early, by pulling Limit away from that lane, it will allow XL to start off this Rift Herald. If I look at the lane assignments and Hilly and Kazi, they're going to be a bit late to this one, so maybe XL can sneak this one. It'll be uncontested. However, Mad Lions didn't challenge Rift Heralds yesterday in their game. They did focus on the Dragons, so this is a little bit of a trend that we've seen at least this weekend.
It would have been really nice for Mad if they could have got it, though.
For Niski in LEC. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a confetti for him as and when it happens. In a matter of time, and as we talk about it, we'll throw out that Shockwave. Here comes Alyoya. And is this the opposite of a caster curse? Beautifully set up, beautifully dunked down. But he can start to do the Scion Speedway. Use that unstoppable onslaught inside the pit. These 3 members of Mad Lions make that 4, and Chasey can make his way from mid lane 2.
Yeah, this is the ultimate we're talking about. XL are so good at buying space with this. Then they can look for poke with video. The train comes on through, but there's no one at the station.
There's not, but it's forced away Mad Lions. The Shock Blast does so much damage. Dragon secured by XL. The crash comes down. The wish is used, and Vito's forced to run for his life. He stays alive because he's stepping forward, bursting his way through. The Ultra Shock Laser does a little bit more. Dragon goes to XL. Kill traded. 1 for 1 there, as far as I can see, and ultimately, so once he does continue to stack up that AP, it gets way scarier. But let's take a look at the map, because we've gone a little bit off topic, because 3 members of XL grouped up around Niski. No Shockwave to him. 2 members of XL looking for the Herald, and as the fight is brewing, XL are now grouped up, potentially for an engage, but Mad Lions will concede this, I think.
I mean, the fact that Limit has started to come back in now means he's fine. So XL, again, just bullying their way onto these objectives, and this is the power of the composition that they have.
Okay, Warthog and Flash is up there for Yoyo. Sonic Wave sidestep. Smite comes out, the feathers fly, and Patrick looking for the kill! Get wrecked, Alyoya!
And immediately the Rift Herald goes down. XL are like, don't see a world where Mad can really contest this. And what I was going to point out is because we're on the Chemtech Rift, it becomes a little bit more valuable for Cersei to have these saplings, because you're able to clear out the vision exceptionally easier, because it deals damage to the wards whenever you pop one of those Scryer's blooms.
Yeah.
But XL, you can see just controlling space, controlling vision with these little Meowcats, and should be able to back away.
I would say Nyan Cats is it. So for XL to make it to the group stage, they need to pick up wins starting today. And the next weekend, they find themselves a kill in the chase, and this is exactly what you want to see from XL to try put themselves in contention to make it to groups.
I'm not going to lie, I really think XL are going to win this game. They're in a fantastic spot at the moment. Video.
But next, because it's Mad Lions, they got the tower. They're now trying to apply pressure in the jungle, but here comes Patrick. Won't be able to find the route for now, but he still just obliterates Hilly. Couldn't even use that wild growth. Patrick?
Back immediately into them.
I will say, though, a lot of pressure on Vito and Patrick. They cannot afford to get caught out. Oh, look at that! The Shock Blast on the back line. Xerxes will get taken out. Teleport is channeled, and Scion Speedway's trying to curve the corner. Patrick and Vito on the retreat. They're the damage dealers. Odo looking for that decimating smashes. Kazi will hop over the wall. The Shock Blast! Vito snipes Hilly for the 2nd time, unable to use that wild growth in a 4v4. Vito's found the target, found the aim. He's found the headshot after headshot, and he's looking for the wall hack. Now going to turn his attention to Chasey. Feathers fly, flashed away from by Chasey, but he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Long range blast cone is still being run down.
The speed up though coming through. Video catches Chasey and will take him out of here.
Put the hammer down. It's Patrick that gets the kill. In closed corridors, Patrick's all the way forward. His feathers are available in just a second. He may be needing them. Stepping backwards, holding onto the flash, but with Patrick low, this gets a little scary. The grasp of nature, and the meow 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 cats are thrown forward. Chasey's caught up, Counter-Strike buying some time, unstoppable onslaught goes out, and Chasey will get wild growth back. Odo is being bursted down by the zaps. Kazi hops over the wall, Patrick remains alive for now. Niski goes forward, flashes away from the shockwave. Limit stays alive long enough to wish down. All of a sudden finds one back into Ayoya with a chase forward. Mad Lions are routed, are wrecked, and are running because he has a lot to say. He's caught in place, he's smashed backwards, and the rest of XL take him down.
Limit silences Carzy in that one to make sure he can say no more, and XL turn immediately over towards the Dragon. That's 3 on the cards now for XL.
And off here by XL, down to 7,000. Teleport is available for Niski, but he's coming from the mid lane. Chasey's from the top lane. Odo's looking to cut him off, 4,500. 4v4 towards the pit. Odo, Niski stepping towards the river.
They got him!
Oh, they got him! Niski's gone! He's gone, there's no shockwave!
And now you gotta try and make this hero steal as Ayoya. Flash is gonna be up in just 7 seconds if he can get in, but Odo Omne's on the hunt.
Bruh, Baron's reset. Hilly, no! Hilly, no! Chasey steps forward. Decimating smash! Knocks up the helicopter jet! Unstoppable onslaught, and Vitio find another kill. That's the solo laners down, and that is Baron being set up. Mad Lions, come on, throw yourself in the meat grinder. Try one more time. I'm sure it'll work out this time round. Ayoya's trying to look for an angle, trying to find that sonic wave. Try get into the pit, but Hilly's just being sniped from downtown. The Barret from Vitio is being used. Ayoya's running for his life, and the Baron has been secured.
And now XL are starting to back away. Mad Lions just making sure they're actually turning tail here, but really solid stuff from XL. Still though, Video.
The fight is continuing. Decimating smash comes up. Wild growth thrown down on Akazi. He's trying to burst his way through Odo. 6 seconds before the ultimate comes up and available, and will get turned into zombie mode. Some might call that a shocking blast of damage.
It's about as dumb as that joke.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, but for XL.
How much damage has he done this entire game? Let's take a look. Still not as much as Kazi, but it's effective damage, right? If you are only ever hitting a Scion,
they're starting to be able to push up as a team, and the fact as well that they're able to just have Odo soak up all this damage, and Mad, because the Baron buff can't really clear anything else.
They can't. And look, they're trying to chase a bird that has flash, that has feathers, and it's going to be able to turn this one around almost. Chasey nearly taken down. Nyan Cat gonna go forward, forces the flashes from so many members, and is Hilly once more caught out inside his own base. XL are using the range to perfection. Kazi is trying so incredibly hard to save this game. It's a 7,000 gold deficit. Chasey spinning around, trying to find the counter-strike. Patrick has used everything, still got the feathers, throws them out. No one's at throw being caught just yet. The shockwave with Niski's Orianna has done nothing but throw sombreros this game. And Odo will at least be interrupted and maybe conceded once more. Drop down into that zombie form. Teleport's coming out here from Mad Lions. Chasey once again in the northern quadrant. It's going to be XL starting that. Goodbye! Mad Lions make that the Sad Lions. Pop, pop, pop! It's not done just yet. Xerxes will engage once more. The wish comes out. Limit gets himself the kill this time around. The Mad Lions obliterate in the mid lane. No shockwave will save you now. 5 members of XL pouring onto the Nexus. And XL make a statement win here in week 2. Acing Mad Lions, destroying them from start to finish. And XL keep group stage hopes alive.
A fantastic win.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift with Quick Shot and Dagda. This will be our last game of the day. We'll be back tomorrow for games 1, 2, and 3. But what we've seen already is 2 crackers, 2 bangers. As Flowers would say, wave just being thinned out. And while that's happening, Zorka's up in the top lane. Feathers fly, Mercer's rooted. The polymorph comes up, and Mercer may go down. First blood to Fnatic. There's another fight in the river. Yanko's forced to flash for his life. Level 4 for Yurubi. Sends the Sand Soldiers forward. Slide, the glide. There's no divide. He's only level 4. Fnatic get a second before it's traded back.
He's no mana.
Now Ruby's got no more mana. Run out of space. Run out of soldiers. But here comes Epi. Decimating Smash comes out, and it's Fnatic that have got 3 kills. The shove backwards. Epi's got no flash, and he's taken down 4 kills to Fnatic.
Oscarden has 1,000 gold lead at the 4-minute mark. Enko's trying to interrupt, but spot on the ward. Will EQ over the wall, but Razork's in position.
Well, gonna charge up that Q, knocks back Yankos, seismic shove to the 5th kill secured. And Fnatic are dumpstering Heretics in the early game.
Have the 2 kills going, or 2 assists, sorry, going over towards Humanoid. He'll be in a position now where he can get push easier, level 6 hit, start to roam down towards boss, and Mercer still doesn't have his flash, so there's a small timing window where he can still abuse the fact this Lulu's vulnerable.
All right, while the Dragon is being started off, I think I've got a brief moment. I just want to set the stakes here of just how bad this year has been for Fnatic. In terms of the regular season games, they have lost 8 regular season games in a row. That does include winter and spring. Now Jankos looking to get involved. The only kill Heretics have secured is with Jankos. He's got himself that Cataclysm available. He can lock in Oscarinen, who has no flash. Oscarinen's got himself the kill already and at least replies with 1 back. So a 1-for-1 trade maybe pushes that wave forward. Right now, going to set themselves up. Cease, desist, Mercer, you cannot flash from that one, buddy. But he's put enough distance that Humanoid and Advienne cannot get in range. Mercer's waddling his way forward. The Weaver's wall is thrown off and your route is cut off. Another kill to Fnatic, and they extend that lead even further.
And immediately Jack Spectra gets the hell out of the bot lane, but it may not be quick enough.
It may not. The depth charge comes out as well. Denton blows into that dredge line. Fnatic are not done yet. 8 kills, a plate on the bottom tower.
This is insane. Humanoid spotted Ruby.
Wow, Ruby gets caught by the seismic shove, stepped on top of the unraveled earth, uses the Emperor's Divide, but the threaded volley's not coming out. Sand Soldier to 200, 150. Humanoid's low 80, down to 7. 7 hit points, and Advienne wants to turn around. Slap him with the anchor, Advienne, and Razork picks up another. Oscarinen and I came in today ready to poop on your performances this spring. 4-1-0, 2-0-1. You are showing up and shutting up the Heretics members. But at what cost, as Razork will overextend? Fnatic feeling themselves a little too much? Let's be very fair about this. Both Heretics and Mad Lions have also had a shaky spring. So for Fnatic, this is a great start. They've got themselves a powerful advantage. Gale Force already picked up by Reckless. The members of Heretics are inside the Rift Herald pit. They will secure this objective here uncontested. For a dive, Dagda.
Razork on the way. Humanoid here as well. Stun is perfect. Heavy forced to flash early.
He survives for now. Wallbreaker being charged up, knocked backwards. Oscarinen, and a little bit of threat. While that's going on, potential fight in the top lane. It's Fnatic. They get themselves a kill down bottom. We're just setting up, straight up. 5v5, brawl, throw it down in the river. That is what is happening right now. Humanoid's waiting for that line. Emperor's Divide is available to Ruby. Fnatic inside the pit. In actual fact, the wall is used to prevent the retreat. The dredge line finds no target. Dragon down to 4,000. Conquering, shifting, soldiers move forward. Cataclysm comes out to Razork. Everything thrown in the river, and it's Jankos that gets the Dragon. The cease, the desist, picks up the kill onto Jankos, and as Oscarinen runs for his life, he's dropped. Heavy flashes to buy some time. 3 members of Heretics are running away for now. An Ebby in zombie form chasing. 2 members down. Humanoid hops over, threading that volley forward. The seismic shove misses his target, and Reckless cannot get into range. A 2-for-3 in favor of Fnatic, but the Dragon goes to Heretic.
Being a fight that Fnatic can come back from.
Well, Fnatic right now in a position, they are still in control. It's a 3,000 gold lead. They've got 2 dragons to 1. That Dragon Soul, the Ocean Soul, has been slowed down. I think that is going to be very crucial. I kind of feel like Ocean Soul may be more impactful for Heretics. They want more time. They want Zeri and Azir to buy it out. Obviously not going to deny the power to the influence it can have for Fnatic 2.
Yeah.
Who's got the better team fight? The Baron has been started here as a bait. Ebby's waiting on the side. Unstoppable Onslaught's available to him. He can run into multiple members of Fnatic. Decimating Smash charge, won't find a target. Oscar gets the stun, seismic shove out. Razork will not find another, and still dancing on the threat ranges. Emperor's Divide to buy time. Oscarinen uses the stopwatch and Reckless remains untouched. Oscar flashes off to safety as Reckless is throwing out the feathers. Still got the ult available to him. Fnatic are destroying Heretics. 3 quick kills, and they can peel back for the Baron. They absolutely cleared that fight out. It was the Rebel Baron power play now for Fnatic. We've got a 3rd dragon that will be uncontested. And for Fnatic at 24.5 minutes, they are grouping up. They are daring Heretics to fight them. It's simply not working. And I'll give some credit there to Ruby. I didn't expect him to do even 3,000 damage, but the Dragon Strike, just a little short, but the recall finishes. Cataclysm locks in multiple members. Reckless forced to flash away. Blade Call is backwards. Nobody's died just yet. At the end, Dredge lines forward. That will cost him his life. Remember, as soon as that recall finishes, All of a sudden, Heretics pull the trigger. Oscarinin is applying pressure in the top lane. Fnatic trying to buy as much time as they can. Decimating smash out. Ruby flashes forward. The divide sends Fnatic the safety, but Reckless is shut down. Jack Spectre gets the kill, and Humanoid will be the next target. Threaded Volley gets himself another. While that's going on, Oscarinin is applying pressure in the top lane.
Should be able to get the top tier too, but
Unstoppable Onslaught. I'm waiting for the trigger. Waiting for him to go forward. Holding on to it for now. Weaver's Wall. Cuts off Sion. He gets pulled backwards by the dredge line, by the seismic shove. Throws out the ulti for at least a knock. Up the Cataclysm comes forward. Razok is locked in. It's 1-for-1. Support for top laner, but Zombie Zion is doing so much. Oscar is running for his life. Razok engages and Reckless is trying to find the feathers, but he can't do it just yet. Jack Spectre's untouched. Wild Growth has kept him alive, and he is zapping his way through members of Fnatic. Heretics may have just won the fight. Sparks over the wall. Reckless feathers fly. Can't Blade call them backwards yet, but it's Heretics that win. It's Heretics that stop the soul. It's Heretics that get the dragon.
and that's what we said. At 3 items, Heretics come alive, and immediately they find the team fight after, even sending Ebby to the top.
Okay, screw it. Fnatic, you start this one off. Now you pull Heretics towards you.
Yanko's reset. Yanko's went back for the Force of Nature. He's not here. They spotted it on the blue ward right as the recall finished. Fnatic get to sneak away the Baron.
They managed to sneak it out despite the fact that he gets their Weaver's Wall used this time flawlessly. The ensuing fight, Cataclysm comes down. Epi's already dead. Fnatic are losing one, losing another as Oscarinin is using that Counter-Strike to avoid so much damage. Reckless holds on to his flash. Human is throwing out those threaded volleys. It's a 1-for-1. Be no flash for Oscar, Razork, and Humanoid. Reckless has his available. Jack Spectre's got the Hourglass as well. 30 seconds for the Dragon. It's Humanoid being chunked out. It's Epi. Stop eating dredge lines, man! He's taken out by Fnatic once more. Cataclysm has been used, and it does naught to help Heretics with a 40 seconds before Epi's alive. Teleport's available to him. Fnatic have got a 5 versus 4.
Humanoid trying to see if he can get the angle for the Weaver's Wall to separate out Heretics. They're moving in as 4. Dragon started. Humanoid sends through the wall, and it's a beautiful setup.
Dredge line connects on the Yankos, and Fnatic pounce. They want to take
Wait
down
a
the
second,
Dragon.
wait a second.
Got the Dragon secured. The soul has been picked up. It was Reckless that finalized it. But now 2 members of Fnatic are down. Jack Spectre gets knocked backwards. Humanoid with the seismic shove of all seismic shoves sets it up 4 kills, and Fnatic. Gonzalez, G2 Mad Lions. Fnatic need to close this game out and then look to tomorrow to Koi. Look to next week to pick up those wins to make it back into the group stage. Evi will already be taken out. The rest of Heretics simply cannot step into the mines. They cannot step into the feathers. They can't get through the damage line that Fnatic have to allow Ruby and Jack Spectra to hit their targets.
It's because they don't have a front line. The Ebby just gets blown up immediately every single time, and 15 seconds until Ebby's up.
This has to be the final push yet. 10 seconds for Ebby to spawn. Baron and bot minions engage from Razork. The cease and desist. Yankos running for his life. GA is procced, and Super Minions now in 2 lanes. Razork starting to step away, survives for now. Jack Spectre's flash will come up in just a moment. The Sand Soldiers are sent forward. Yankos goes due. There's no Cataclysm available to him. Look for that seismic shove. Ultra Shock goes out. That will catch Yankos. Oscarinin leap strikes backwards. Reckless can still throw the feathers out and lock people down, but it may not be needed. Emperor's Divine goes out, but Reckless is unstoppable. With Jack Spectre down, with Ebby following suit. Ruby's the last man standing, and Oscarinin puts him in the fountain. Fnatic, after 50 days, after 8 losses in a row, will finally stand up, will finally take a Nexus, and will win their first game of spring.
First game that they get an ace.
Thing here, he wants the base, but Comp has to cleanse, but then Trimmy thinks, well, X-Kick's level 5, if we just focus the Xayah once the Thresh has been pushed back, we can win, but the damage is just so high, bursted, then flashes away from the knockup from Rakan, cleanses the Ignite, DOS flashes forwards to Flay, so Trimmy can't flash and escape. Well executed. X-Kick pushes the way, it gets level 6, and then here we see the beauty of the Lantern ult buffer.
Yep. Absolutely just a clean play. Again, splitting up, so Lissandra has to pick a single target, wants to go for the Xayah. Easy kill, easy shutdown. We're gonna pull out because the fights are continuing to happen. X-Kick, no ultimate, immediate shutdown on the bottom side. Super clean gank coming in from Malrang, gets the kill over to Comp.
Yeah, gets Comp back in it. See if he can get these next couple of waves in as well.
But as thrilling as this mid lane matchup is, we talked a lot about it, and it was partially unlocking mid now to go play through the bottom side. Both these bot laners, core carries for their team, not always reflecting the numbers that we've seen so far this spring, but when you think of both of these teams, you know that they can and have very successfully played a bot-centric game. That has been the story of this game. The first 2 kills on fight early action, despite trades back and forth in the bottom lane specifically, pretty much dead even. The biggest difference is going to be the Herald, which will turn into about 300, 600 more gold. And now, fight kicking off, immediate chain CC, pushback from Surtus, coming in just in time. Malrang not quite able to finish the job, and Marcoon getting kicked back into Surtus. It's almost a disaster, but he does not connect.
A little bit of a mistake from Malrang. When we see the replay, I'll explain what he tried to do there, but he messed it up just slightly on the angle. Not having the right angle on the pushback from the Azirald.
And that's going to hurt. Just makes it that much easier for the Azir. Again, Lissandra is a champion who we really know wants to take over in the mid game, and despite
Bit of a fast play there from Larson, didn't work.
Going in, hitting Trimby is big. The instant chain CC knocked up before he can dash out to safety. He has one more dash. Ticking, burning, goes golden, but now irrelevant. Just gets the free fall. Malrang is going to kick him over the wall. No, the W taking him to city, but it does not matter. The decimating smash over the wall from Irrelevant is just too precise.
I think he had the flash W there.
Vision if they want to find this setup.
Malrang's going to kick him here, maybe.
Kick back, push back, traded. Larson now going in. Surtus can't get taken down. Marcoon now spinning, desperate to get his mid laner out of there, but it's too little too late now. Frozen Thrall moving in. Knock up coming through to deny anything else. Marcoon going in. Marcoon looking for the Mar touch. Marcoon still standing against the red buff. He's healing. Larson going to get one back, but he's going to cost him his life. Marcoon making the outplay happen. It has been a standout, individual performances, but he's given us some of that winter flavor that we got, where he's just on the top side, tanking. Engage now coming in. Dot's going to be the focus. So easy to kill this Thresh. Trimby now fishing for a little bit more. Shigenda zooming forward, running as fast as he can. Desperate to get Marcoon knocked back to the wall. That's the Gnar, that's the follow-up, and the kill shutdown for Koi is huge.
SK over forcing a bit there. Koi quick to punish. They wanted to get that top tier 1.
Get away from some of these engaged threats next time around, and Shigenda now running. Sion running faster.
No flash. Gets slowed.
Nice input buffer on the hop. Is able to make it out to safety. Dashing away, but there's just no way out of this one. He's going to try. It will not happen. Shut down there.
So that's a cross map. They knew that Koi was pressuring the top side. Marcoon looks for a fast play on bot. They can't really respond up here. The Lissandra is a bit too strong at the moment. Out of base gates, Trimby has the wards to place down. They're going to full commit to this. 9k on the burn.
Super fast.
They have to full commit on the burn. Surtus might have to jump out of the pit to push Malrang away if he's going to get in range. Malrang should be able to get here in time. The question is, do they push him back? Do they push him back?
Getting lower. Are they going to risk the 50-50? How much time do they have? They're pushing Malrang away. Now they want to burn it down off to the backside. It's Trimby, but they've got no options left. Surtus versus Malrang. He's going to lose the 1v1, but he secures his team, the Baron.
It's worth it.
The rest of Koi now descending. Surtus going to buy as much time as he can. He will go down, but the cost of 1 life in exchange for a Baron 21 minutes into the game is a damn good deal for the side of SK.
Really, really worth it. I mean,
doesn't have that Triforce finished yet.
He has to run into the Wukong or something, doesn't he? This is really complicated. I think he might just be dead unless he can push back.
Bit of a whiffy there. Wallop now leaping out to safety. Gale Force forward. The root's going to connect. That is one dead Gnar in the side lane. SK consistently punishing Shigenda for overextending. Larson now coming in.
No TP on Irrelevant. They need to be careful here.
So much CC, so much immediate damage, but the cleanse already coming out. The feathers are flying. The feathers are going to get pulled right back. Larson holding on for now. The E over the wall. The timing not quite right on the Zonias. Escaping, but burning so many resources. Surtus! Oh, he's behind enemy lines! That is not where you want to be! That man misread the situation.
Need to keep chasing here, Koi. Q lands on the DOS.
Waiting for Flay. Flay back, not going to be enough.
No flash on Marcoon.
Going in. Marcoon. Waiting on the clone, I think. Doesn't have the cooldown. It's just going to get shredded. Is going to get taken out. Tries to dash out to safety. The healing will not be enough. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it is just the Sion pushing in.
SK, they had Baron buffs. They had 4 of them.
Looking for setup. Big hook onto Trimby. Follow-up. Pushback is there. They keep the Rakan out of the equation. Excellent for the side of SK. They can now even up the Drakes.
Should be easy. Koi don't even want to contest this. They just need to pressure the top side. Every time the enemy team has tempo or numbers advance from one side of the map, you have to do something on the other side. So Larson's just going to push top. Comp's going to take out red buff. Malrang can just clear through his camps. No wards to really place down. Nothing's really over force. You can push out top here, take a base solo Drake. But I think Koi are the ones who will pull the trigger first.
Larson.
They're the ones who can start up this objective and look for the turn.
Waiting for darkness. Trying to fish for the jungler. Immediately just gets deleted. Larson pushes R, Comp pushes R, and that's all she wrote. So trade it back for Trimby, but that is not a good trade for the side of SK.
Careful here. Hook hits Shigenda.
Target still going to go forward. Surtus fishing for it. The Comp clean flash backwards, and now Surtus is in no man's lane. He's got no protection left. He goes golden, buys a brief moment. Larson on the flank. Keep your eyes on Lissandra. It's going to be big. X kick flashing back. Safety getting kicked back into the team. SK It is all falling apart. Another member will drop and Koi take the fight.
They should take the Baron as well. They could even maybe look for 2 objectives here. They could go to Dragon together first and then back up towards the Baron. They have 40 seconds to work with on this side. There's no reason to give anything over to SK. Doss is going to have to flash over the wall. Larson has a blue orb there. He sees the jungle support of SK. But the carries just got so exposed in that fight. Serta's just trying to shuffle a Kai'Sa with ult and flash up, going way too deep. And the next kick gets kicked really well.
You want to go for the shuffle there, but I feel like once you're past 2 items on his ear, the shuffle time of the game is mostly over.
It's a game of chicken, and you're playing a game of chicken against one of the best AD carries in Europe, right? So he's going to react. If he doesn't react, granted, maybe you get a kill there, but I'm not sure if they can threaten the tower with it just yet. Larson
has to be careful here. Yeeing out safety.
Malrang split pushing.
Snare. Comp going forward into Irrelevant. Irrelevant shouldn't have enough damage on his own to take this matchup. Is still stepping forward though. Still trying to zone, but I think he's realizing this is not a matchup that you win. Immediate ult forward, Lantern out to safety, but he still goes down.
Yeah.
Comp says round 2, baby.
I think that was a Kraken auto attack. All the meanwhile, Malrang's been split pushing bot. The 2 cannons, are they hitting the inhibitor? They are. 2 more shots. No, they drop aggro onto. Are going to do nothing. They're just going to stand still, and I think that's the best call. Sometimes the best call is to do nothing, and SK can't walk in here. They can't really make a pick onto Larson, and they can't leave their base. So now here, the siege will start now. Larson will pull this top wave in. Actually, just going to TP. They're just going to go 5-man mid for him to go in. I think Koi are waiting for the Mega. They're going to wait for Shigenda to get that Narbar back up, and then they can commit with Rakan Flash. They can commit with Lissandra. Hook connects, but can they follow up? A little bit of chunk always helps. SK are holding on pretty nicely. Sion is here, but here comes the Mega. Slowly building up.
Shigenda off to the side, X-Kick isolated, but they're burning through the towers. Larson in the midst of the entire team now. It's an excellent ult to get things kicked off. X-Kick now leaping backwards, but he's not ready to protect Shigenda and Malrang. Tag teaming onto X-Kick, looking to shut this 80 carry down and take him out of the game. Koi, a clean finish. Calm, controlled, collected in the late game to bring this win home as they tie SK up at 3-2 after they take some time in the base.
Gotta farm those stats, don't they? Good execution from Koi.
Didn't really need the Mega towards the end. It's just Lissandra Rakan. It's just way too much piled on top of SK. As much as their comp was slowly getting to the right timers and slowly getting to the items, they had lost too much before that began.
Yeah, and I think credit to Koi again. We saw SK build up a pretty decent advantage with their bot laner, but
5-man bot here, level 1 for Vitality. They want to get a ward in the bush, double range support. Maybe they're looking for Mickey X. Need to be careful here. Vitality can land an E-flash from Skarl, and now he'll be spotted on this ward. Yike will finish it. Gank's coming in.
Hook shot, wall dive, tries to get away from it, but it will not be enough with the shotgun. First blood, quick on the top side from Vitality.
Good punish.
For Broken Blade overall, have to see if he can recover that difficult early plays. A bit of training on the bottom side. Now kind of in trouble. They should be able to finish this kill. He's flashing out of safety. He's dashing away, but Mickey going to grab the kill in the end.
Not going to be greedy either. Not going to go for upset. Know that they don't have the health bars too, but great chain CC layer there. And they have the ult, so Photon ideally here can cancel the Vi-Q with his ult. All-in comes in, but I think he might just be dead.
There's not a lot of options here for him to escape. Is going to go in onto Broken Blade.
Oh my god!
Wall dive back. Photon looking for the 1v1. It's cheeky, but Broken Blade now walking away. The minion's doing a lot of damage. Broken Blade, he's going to go down. The cannon creep in the meantime, trying to finish the job. Yike will get the kill. Broken Blade surviving in the end. 199 HP there at the end of the play.
Let's see if Bo was soloing it away. Photon on the dive.
Going in for the dive immediately, feeling confidence. Rocket healing coming in, but will it be enough? Broken Blade desperately trying to remount. It'll be a 1-for-1 on the top side. Broken Blade losing some CS, but Photon finding the kill.
And start it up. See if there's any kind of contest. Bo is around. Perks can join the fight quite easily. They'll see them on wards, but Upset's half HP with no ult. He's probably calling this play off. Kaiser's going to take the recall. So G2 winning on the bot side in terms of neutral objectives, but Photon punishing Broken Blade. And he's just picked up the Sunderer. Look at the
map still favoring G2.
Ooh, top play coming in. Broken Blade's going to face check this bush, isn't he? So Bo can maybe push him into Photon. No ult, so
repeat. Clean cast coming out. Broken Blade, bear trap on the rope, connecting onto Bo. Wants to walk away from this one.
E
has the shotgun to try to make it back to safety. E not connecting is big. Broken Blade holding onto life, but cannot quite remount. So close, but Vitality again punishing on the top side. G2 responding immediately, looking to donate some plates to Caps.
Bit miserable here. Caps could ult flash.
Oh, Flash waits for him to breathe fire, walks away, slithers away, rather.
Nice. Yeah, Clean will try to wave. Clear needs to be careful though. They can dive him.
Looking for the follow-up. Kled now coming in. Bo going to be in trouble. Tries to knock him back.
Oh,
Cap
nice
still taking
ult.
tower aggro. Clean punish from Bo. Oh, no! Oh, Soraka saving the day. Hold here on the side of your screen. Caps and Yike. But now we're going to see the 1v1. Caps, I can't imagine he's favored here. No ultimate means he could be in trouble. Perks now coming in for a bit of revenge. Might not not come out on top in the 1v1, but his top laner's got a big enough lead, it does not matter.
Good play by Perks. Needs to get roaming around this map. The Camille's really useful there. No flash, no ult on Caps, no real response available. Punish someone like Mickey X if he oversteps. Bo was thinking about it here. Could get his flash. Does
Flashing
indeed
out.
with the ultimate. Nice play by Bo there, but Yikes on the side.
Looking for Bo. Bo now trying to go back to the team, get to safety. Lulu can't keep him healthy. Bo, Wild Growth coming out. They can't quite finish the kill, or can they? They're finally going to take him down. Broken Blade finding the kill. Hansama, Upset, stepping forward. Feathers fly, but Upset still just sliding, gliding, dashing around all of this damage. He is unconcerned. He is 1v3,
Photon.
and he is winning. But Photon off to the side, going to finish off Broken Blade. A wish will be all it is, because there is no time to remount. Upset continuing to dance forward. Hansama wants to meet the challenge, but on the bottom side, while all of this is happening,
Is looking for the crab. A little bit risky. He's been split from his team.
Bo
Upsets
trying
there,
to get
but
fancy with it, sidestepping. I don't think there's any play to be made here. Bo
greedy.
caught out, taken down.
Yeah, Perks on mid. Upset was top. He was trying to get the crab. G2 actually ignored lanes and went straight into river. There he goes. There's the ultimate.
G2 trying to collapse onto Caps. A lot of damage. Breathing fire from the backside means it's going to happen on the top side of the map. However, Broken Blade continuing the push.
Timers are trying to find a 5-second window to burn this tower down. Will
Yike
G2
is
respond in
strong.
time?
They're immediately trying to take out Upset. They're trying to chase his team. There's nowhere for him to run. The Lulu will not be enough. The 80 carry has been deleted. Photon is off to the side, but he can do nothing in the face of G2 as they collapse in the mid lane.
Herald crashes, but they managed to punish Vitality's overextension. I think Vitality can be Photon. It's the solo lanes again looking for Caps on a side lane. Has the flash.
Empowered ult, and he's going to use it right onto Caps. That's the immediate knock of trying to turn and burn onto Perks. Desperate to get a kill back. Trying to burn through. Can't quite get around the Breath of Light, and Perks now on a killing spree. Just taking control of the pit for now, but the Scuttle Crab's taken away. That's actually going to be crucial. Now they have the vision that they need to make sure that they have perfect
G2
information.
Could go towards Baron here, but they're actually just going to push in midwave and come towards this dragon. Battle lines drawn. Caps has flash ultimate. I think he's thinking about it.
Brilliant Soul creating so much space. Look at the zoning potential of this champion. Zone away now. Caps locked up, but he's going to get the ult onto Bo. That's going to be big. Bo now taking out of the equation. The dragon's getting lower and lower, getting to the pit. Yike, taking it away. That's everything, but keep your eyes on Upset. Keep your eyes on the carry of Vitality. Forced to flash out to safety, and now it is Perks. Flying over the wall,
Photon
looking for the damage, looking for the angle. Photon
Oh, playing with fire. He wants to chase this down. He still has the ultimate. G2 needs to get out. They're looking for
over
Perks.
the wall for Yike, trying to burn through. Photon on the backside, can he get anything done? Perks flashing out to safety. Perks holding onto his life for now. Yike now chasing. Yike looking for the kill, but Photon, what can he get done? Absolutely nothing. Broken Blade remounting in the nick of time. G2 holding on. G2 taking the fight, taking the dragon, and setting their sights on the Baron.
This should be an easy Baron. Vitality going a little bit too deep. First it was Bo, and then it was the solo laners. They knew they had to try and punish G2, but they went a little bit too far. The grounded Castio W onto Photon did so much work. Upset and Kaiser can only sit here and watch as the Baron gets melted. No wards on Kaiser, no wards on Upset. They can't get vision. The Zeri W will spot it getting finished, and Bo doesn't arrive in time. You can see the space Vitality can create with their...
To match each other.
Here's the play.
Nope. Hold that thought. Caps. What can he do against Photon? Can he find it? Trying to sidestep, trying to get away, but Perks just does so much damage now, trying to burn through Photon's health bar as quick as he can, but the shutdown coming through.
Does this allow a window for Vitality to contest the Dragon, or can G2 respond in time? Greedy recall here from Photon. Do they have the damage to get the kill?
Silence immediately laid down, trying to lock him up, knocking him up, keeping him CC. Photon now just dashing out to safety. Yike on the chase. Is he going to have enough?
Yike's going to be sprinting down here. It's a 4v4. Mid laner and top laner gone. Two of the strongest points, actually, for both of these teams. Perks has the ultimate ready. I don't think Yike can get the steal, but can they take the fight? He's going to go for it, maybe.
Here comes the Kled, but they can't get through the AoE. It is only Broken Blade in the back line already. They've taken away the drink, and now their eyes are set on Broken Blade. He's demounted. They've gotten away, and that is the ulti coming in from Perks. Just a bit of poke, just a bit of damage.
Caps has TP in 3 seconds. They're going to drop the
Healing
TP.
up.
Photon's still 20 seconds away.
Eyes on him. Caps now coming into the midst of the entire team, but he's just getting shredded. He's just getting eaten alive. Mickey now trying to keep him healthy. Caps now trying to zone away so they can focus down Bo so they can get a single pick. G2 behind enemy lines, but Vitality are the ones who have to run.
TP in 5 seconds from Photon. Vitality have to kite. G2 can't walk into this meat grinder of the Aurelion Sol and the Zeri. Maybe Vitality fancy a little bit of a 4v5 here. TP's coming in. The Soraka sustain is doing so much work.
The Perks AoE is massive. They can't afford to walk into the choke.
They have Violent if they want to commit on to Upset.
The Soraka healing's going to be big. Perks now trying to make it out of safety. They're trying to delete the dragon as quickly as they can, but it's all eyes on Upset, all eyes on Photon. Maybe they can be the ones to turn this around. Broken Blade right in the face of Upset will not give him the space that he needs to work. That is Photon down. That is Upset. Next on the list, G2. Precise target calling. Do not give Vitality the opportunity to turn. Vitality the opportunity to outplay, but Upset still fishing for it. Caps should take down Kaiser here. Kaiser, there's nowhere to go, but Upset will still stand strong at the end of the day. It is G2's fight.
Oh, Vitality tried to turn the 4v5, but the time now the siege will really kick in. G2 is really, really strong. Vitality is much wave clear as they had on the first Baron. They're really weak.
Here comes Broken Blade. Here comes Yike. They want to keep this one going straight in on the Perks. Broken Blade doesn't have a choice there. He's forced to keep going. Backing
Yike.
away, breaking down the tier 2s.
Is he looking for an engage here, Yike? They could go into Perks here. He's stepping up really far.
Perks going golden. What's the play here? Bo doesn't have the cast. Bo already used the cast. They're trying to lock him down. They're trying to burn through his health bar. They're going to be able to do it. Perks slaughtered outside the entrance of his own base. Overstaying, but it's Photon on the bottom side. Caps. Massive has been taking out. Upsets it. Photon. There's no way back. He's got 8 seconds. He needs to recall immediately. G2 breaking open the inhibitors. But Photon's still sticking around. Bo and Kaiser think that they can get it done. Photon staying way too long on the bottom side. But G2, they found the angle. They found their man. Perks taken down. Upset taken down as Caps has the confidence to flash forward. Bo trying to be the difference maker. Photon trying to get something done. But he is silenced. There is no room for him to play. There is no room for him to speak. He will be cut down in his own base as G2 will break through Vitality, as G2 will find the win.
Incredible showing there from G2, just ending on that Baron. Perks walking up a little bit of disrespect, gets punished instantly. Maybe with the stopwatch he thought he was alright, but the silence again.